with over 2 billion monthly users.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Am I up? Am I up? Let me turn myself up. Oh, there I go. What's up, everybody? 1 2. Do I see or hear myself? Yeah, I do at the moment. Let me see here. Let me turn this down. Welcome back, everybody, to Pontiac WYAC, in the place to be. And I know it's surprising. We a little bit, in the nighttime with it. We are at 9:08. So we're going to let some people pop in. If people want to pop in, I'm going to go ahead and hit the share button. And let's get the music popping and let's bring some people in here. I will be opening the phone lines. Not only will I be having the phone lines open, I also have the virtual lines open. So let me go ahead and share this real quickly so we can peruse the airwaves for a minute together. But it's cool being back. It's been a minute. And we can talk a little bit. Let me turn this down a little bit. So what's up, everybody? It's been a minute. Yo, your boy has been away. It's been a lot. You know what I mean? Going on, went on, and still percolating. But your boy is back. Pontiac WYAC is back in the building. And I want to be more frequent, so that's what I'm going to be doing. But I just wanted, if you can go ahead and share it, I appreciate it. I'm going to open up the phone lines. It's going to come up at the bottom. If you want to call in, you can just feel free to call in. If you even want to be a guest on the joint, you can. So we're just going to go ahead and share this because we got some topics or some, usage cases people can come in and talk about. Also tomorrow. Hey, man. Hey, Gil, bro. It took a lot for me to come back, man. It's been tough, brother. It's been really tough for me, man, this last month or so. But beyond that, it's been kind of up and down year, man, so far. I see the movement with your campaign. You're doing really well. Tomorrow, and I also want to talk about tomorrow, man. Tomorrow is going to be the forum tomorrow, and people are going to be looking forward for the forum, So I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a little bit of filming or whatever the case may be. Thinking about probably streaming it, man. I thank you a lot, bro. I wanted to come back and dedicate a show to my mom's, dog, because actually the last time I really went live, per se, with me on camera, I was at the office, I was at the pod, and I was on kind of late. And the last time I really went live, man, I noticed on my phone that my mom's called me. And I'm like, oh, man, it's getting late. Let me get on off and go on home or whatever. It's not like my mom's was calling me. I said, I got to go home. But she called me and it made me realize how late it actually was. So I packed up from the pod or the office, came on home, talked to her that night. We talked about the Pistons. Or whatever, man. And yeah. So, yeah, man, it's just been a roller coaster a little bit, but I'm gonna do a dedication show, man, and I'm also thinking about, man, I hate that I did miss the opportunity to do a show with her because I said I was gonna do one. So, can't cry over spilled milk too much, but I find myself doing, I don't know, man, shedding a tear a little bit more than often. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a dedication show to my mom's, man, very, very soon. I wish I would have had her on the show because I had planned, and I said it a couple times. She'd have been tickled to do that. I mean, have her on the show, like her call on the phone or something like that. But yeah, so be looking out for the show. I'm gonna be dedicating, coming real soon. Dedicate a show to my moms. You know what I mean? And have her picture up and some things, whatever. But like I say, y'all, I just been trying to get through the last month or so with that, and not only that, is just life in general. But I've been grinding. I've been doing what I do. I've been doing what Effigy Media Arts do. I've been steady moving and grooving. We'll give a big shout out to the city of Pontiac. Been doing some work and helping and working and extra hand with them. Big shout out to them and the things that they're doing. I love working with the city of Pontiac. I love showcasing the city of Pontiac when I get a chance to. I'm always trying to represent everywhere I go and how I carry myself, speak, talk, and be. So I'm looking forward to continuing doing stuff like that with the city of Pontiac. Also, what's coming up tomorrow is the forum at the it's the candidates forum tomorrow. It's the candidates forum tomorrow. I should put this up on the the candidates forum. I don't know if it's too late. I don't really know. But it's the candidates forum tomorrow at the Bowen Center. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up. See if I can put it up on the screen. Yeah, I want to put this up on the screen real quick. And I think this is important. I think it's very important for people to attend if they can. But if they can't attend, I'm going to try to go ahead and live stream it. So let me try to put this up on the screen. I should have did this beforehand. Just give me a second, y'all, Let me put it up here. Recent. I should probably crop. Oh, fuck, I don't gotta. Boom. Come on, man. Dang. Yeah, hold on one second. I got this, y'all. Boom, boom. We're going to go ahead and upload this picture because my phone acting funny. Hold on a second, okay. Boop, boop. All right. We're going to put this up on the screen. We're going to put the candidate forum up on the screen tomorrow at the Bowen Center. If you can participate or be in attendance, it probably be very nice and be very good. What up, Miss Mamba? I told you I'm coming back. I had to get myself together, y'all. I had to get myself together. Boom. So let me crop that a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. So tomorrow, I will be here at the Candidates Forum. Let me go ahead and make this large for you guys. I got called. I was going to be there anyway, but I wound up being called upon to come and actually film it from the organization WYAC that's throwing this shindig. So I'm gonna tell you more about it real quickly because I want to make sure you guys know. Let me see here. It is the Voting Access for All Coalition. The Voting Access for All Coalition. So tomorrow, If y'all can let me know that I'm not choppy or anything like that, if y'all can let me know that my mouth is syncing up and it ain't bad, let me know, because I'm dealing with another computer right now than I usually do. But tomorrow at the Bowen Center, there will be a forum, and far as I know, I'm going to sprout off all the candidates that I know. I'm going to sprout off right now all the candidates that I know who is running for the mayor for the city of Pontiac. Gil Garrett. Thank you. It's all good. Okay, we got Gil Garrett. We got Alexandria Riley. We got Gil Garrett, Alexandria Riley, Kermit Williams, Deidre Waterman, Mike McGinnis, Mark Holland. So we got 6 that I know of for sure. I think there may be a 7th. I'm not for sure, but I think it's a 7th. But I think it's very important. Anybody that's looking to, get some information, please come out to the Bowen Center from 5 o'clock. You should get there a little bit early. It's going to start at 5:30. From what the flyers say. Let me get a better look of it. So I know what I'm talking about. Let me look at the attachment. From 5:30 to 8:30. That's what it originally said. But I don't know if it's that long. I think, from 5:30 to 8:30. That's a 3-hour. That's really a 3-hour, a 3-hour conversation going on. And it's going to be free for open to the public, like refreshments. And I think you should come out. So we got Gil Garrett, Alexandria Riley, Kermit Williams, okay, Mike McGinnis, Mark Holland, Deidre Waterman. Those are 6 candidates that I know of. I think there may be a 7th. I'm not for sure. But tomorrow, come on out to the Bowen Center tomorrow on Bagley, on the south side of Pontiac. That's on District 1, which is Melanie Rutherford's district. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of people in the house. But for those that don't make it, I'm trying to make an observation tomorrow. I'm going to get up. I got a couple of meetings tomorrow. I have a early Zoom, and then I have another Zoom. Hey, your boy been moving. But I got 2 Zooms in the morning. Then I'm going to head on down to the Bowen Center. And I'm going to check the internet, because I want to go ahead and try to live stream this for the people that won't be able to make it. But if I live stream it, it will be live streamed directly on my Sante Lucas page, this one right here. So I'm going to go tomorrow and find out. But we have, again, I'm going to say it again. And if I miss anything, you guys let me know. We have Gil Garrett, Deidre Waterman, Mike McGinnis, Gil Garrett, Deidre Waterman, Mike McGinnis, Alexandria Riley, Kermit Williams, Mark Holland. Those is the people that I know that's running. I don't know if there's a 7th. If it is, y'all let me know. I'm going to open up the phone lines. Like I said again, I think this is real important. thing that you guys have probably come in from the city of Pontiac. You know what I mean? And we're going to promote, like I say, I'm going to always promote Pontiac, and this is what it's all about. I like to thank everybody, again, that reached out to me, people that know me, that I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, like I told you. I'm going to keep this flyer up. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus lately, just because, family things, like for those that didn't know, but my mom did pass away like a little bit over a month ago. So trying to adjust to that and, just regular life things in general, you know what I mean? But keep on moving and grooving. And like I said a little bit earlier, the last time that I really went live was really the last time I went live. I was at my studio, and she texted me, and that's how I knew it was getting late. My daughter was at a game, or some of the Pistons were still playing, or something like that, and she texted me or called me, and I didn't answer the phone, and I'm like, oh, it's getting late, and I left. And it was around this time of night, around 9:20 at night, almost getting. So I'm like, yo, let me go ahead and roll. And I went home, and my daughter or whatever was on the way home from her game. And we talked that night. Me and my mother talked that night. And we talked about the Pistons, and she was in a jovial mood. Didn't sound bad. I saw her earlier that day, like 1 o'clock earlier that day. Gave her a hug and kiss. And everything seemed pretty much okay. And from there, just like that, overnight, she passed in her sleep. So, everybody that, and passed in her sleep pretty much. And everybody that reached out to me, that's cool with me. I appreciate you guys. So more or less, I was the last. I put it like this, y'all. I was the last person to see my mother, pretty much physically. The last person to touch my mother, and I was probably the last person that talked to my mother. That was a hard thing for me. And also, I'm gonna tell y'all, it's also kind of hard for me to be down here tonight. But I got to get used to it. I got to get used to the way things is, because right now I'm staring at or across my basement pretty much all of my mother's belongings, sacred belongings, like her writings and family photos, and like my grandfather's American flag from his, funeral. And I'm the keeper of the family heirlooms at this point. So it's very hard. I got these boxes. That's, of all of her stuff that was sacred, and some of my father's stuff that was sacred, and a lot of the family photos, and that's it. I'm the one that's holding on to it now. I'm the keeper of it. I basically am the one that have the most important things, or the legacy of my family. I'm the keeper of it. And these boxes are staring at me right across the room here. So it's been a little hard for me to come down here and do the show and start and pick back up, because I'm reminded every time I come down here, I got these boxes piled up right across, from me. So, but hey, so it is, it shouldn't be any other way. I am the archiver, actually, of the family. I am the person that got all the videos. I'm the person that got all the pictures, or I'm the new person that takes all the pictures, and I'm the new person that keeps all the videos. So I think it's only fitting that I am the person that has the family, more or less, the heirlooms and all the pictures and the things that carry on the legacy and all the writings that my mother had. I mean, she had a lot. And that's all I was really concerned about with my mother, passing, is making sure that I had all of her important things, which was her writings and the family photos. That was the only thing that really mattered to me. So like I said, y'all, it's a little bit challenging for me to come in tonight to do the show, or try to get back on the horse and do the show. And, because I got all these, like I say, I got boxes and boxes of my mother's stuff sitting across from me, staring at me. But it's what it is, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And she probably like, yo, man, go on do your show. Go on do your show. So we going to go ahead and do my show. Plus, I got to get back to myself, because I ain't feeling like myself, you know what I mean? And this is me doing my show is me. This is what I do. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. If anybody wants to call, you can call your boy. Let's go ahead and I'm going to open this up. If you would like to call, you can. The phone number is 248-905-1128. I got the Bluetooth connected. It should work. If you want to call, please call 248-905-1128. The phone should work. Like I said, this is a new setup that I do have going on with another computer. I haven't been down here in the lab in a while, so if you want to join in, pop in, you can holler at your boy. But I will be doing this more frequent and more often. I'm still going to be going ahead and hitting the topics of the political realm. Because we in the political realm, we in the political season. Everything is political. Everything that I'm finding the more joy in talking about political stuff, y'all. Like for real, because political stuff dictates our pricing, dictates our, our community, infrastructure, jobs, schooling. This all has to do with politics. And the older that I get, I'm getting more interested in it. And on top of that, I learned to have my own opinion, because growing up, I had the opinion of people around me, but I have a mind of my own. And I think sometimes I run afoul with people because I do have a mind of my own. You just can't tell me to do anything, and you can't talk to me any type of way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have a mind of my own. I'm usually I have a mind of my own. I don't conform to the mass doctrine. You know what I mean? I kind of tend to wander on my own outside of the pack mentality. You know what I mean? And sometimes that can be a little lonely, a little bit dangerous sometimes. But I don't know. I don't mind walking on the dark side sometimes. You are going to love what I'm dropping next. Please drop it. Yeah, I'm about to be a little bit more active, Black Mamba, so I could go ahead and watch the stuff. I got to get, like I said, I got to get more connected. I got to get a little bit more connected. But I'm very interested in seeing tomorrow. It's not supposed to be a debate, but for some reason, I think it might turn into a debate a little bit, because, these are going to be strong opinions from strong people. If you're running for mayor of any city, you have a strong...
Turn your ideas.
You have a leadership quality, right? You are anti-conformist. You got to explain that. I think I liked it though. If you're running for mayor from any type of city or municipality or whatever leadership position, you got to have a strong mind, strong will. So these are going to be some strong-minded, strong-willed people tomorrow. And it's supposed to be a forum. Boom. We're going to put that back up. It's supposed to be a forum. I don't know if that forum, how long it's going to turn into a forum. It might turn into a little bit of a debate. But I'm going to try, like I say, y'all, I'm going to really try. And I'm going to keep this up because I really want people to know this is important. And I think that I'm going to try my hardest to live stream this tomorrow. And when I live stream, it works and it looks good and you can hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be trying my hardest to go ahead and have that working right. But nevertheless, I'm going to be, no matter what, recording it. And I'm going to be recording it for the WYAC. Again, tomorrow, your voice, your city, your future. Join us at the Pontiac Mayoral Candidate Forum. This is being, again, hosted by a nonprofit group, the WYAC. All right. We're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines again. Boom. If you want to call, please call. Anyway, I would like to know what's been up with y'all. What y'all got going on for this summer coming up? What do you have in mind? Hey, another thing. I just want to say, any and everybody and all the people that had, people were so jacked up about these doggone tariffs and thought the world was on end. Ain't nothing happened. Y'all, you see, I don't even hear a lot of people talking no more. Or I'm just not paying attention. But whatever people thought that was going to happen, didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And things are actually almost, getting back to normal. But you had to negotiate and get things right with these different countries. You just had to do it. And is the United States not a fault of any wrongdoing in its past and its present even, or is the United States, not guilty of still being a country that could do better? Absolutely it can. But I'm the United States first over any country. I don't care if it's Mexico, Canada, United Kingdom. Sorry, I don't care. You know what I mean? It's the United States first. This is where I'm from. And a lot of people act like they don't like the country. You know what I'm saying? Can the country get better? Yeah, it can. It should. Work and strive to be better. But I'm not going to put the ideology of another country ahead. And that seems what like people do. They seem like they more concerned on how Canada is treated or Mexico. Who cares? If they ain't treating the United States right, F them, in my opinion, until they get some get right. And we got to play ball until the leverage, because we have the leverage at the moment while we got it to go ahead and put things in our favor. So I think, honestly, it was the right thing to negotiate hardball with these people and get things working right. Because, at the end of the day, it's your jobs at stake. My jobs are the future jobs for our children. We got to get some manufacturing going on in this country. We don't own, but this country as a whole, we don't really produce like we used to. And it's important that this country produces. I'm 46, about to be 50, and, it's their time now. Our children's, and, we got kids graduating college, can't even get a job in their field because we don't produce anything. So we're getting kids that's going to school, tons of college debt, getting out of school, can't even go get a job anywhere in the field that they want or that they mastered in or went to school for. They're taking lesser jobs because there's no jobs that we're producing. So I'm all for America going ahead and having to do what it has to do to become a producer. And it's also a case of national security. We have to become producers. If you're talking to your friends, you're talking to your kids, you're talking to a partner of yours, the best thing to be is self-sufficient. Have opportunities and relationships with people to go ahead and be able to work with each other and feed off each other and make things better. But you got to be able to bring something and be a producer yourself. Because if you're self-reliant on other countries, other people, you know how that is. They treat you any type of way. When you are dependent on other people to be your source, then they treat you how they want to treat you. That's firsthand. That's in business and that's in any relationship. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's very important, like I was talking with and telling you guys, you know what I mean, that, it's not a bad thing, I believe, that, the negotiations for the tariffs happen. It's that's just what it is. We can debate about it, talk about it, still gonna love you tomorrow, you know what I mean? But that's the case in the case of the matter, you know what I mean? But so we gonna still continue to talk about political things. I'm gonna still ruffle your feathers. It's still gonna, but it's all everything Pontiac, in the surrounding area, and so that's why I really wanted to come back tonight, y'all. Like I said, it was a little bit difficult for me to do it. It was a little difficult for me to come tonight, but it's like, I got to jump back on the horse, y'all. I got to get back into the swing of things. And this makes me feel like myself, like I say. I love cameras. I love being behind the camera, not too much more of being in front of the camera all the time, but I love being in creating, you know what I mean? But it's a little harder for me, like I said, because getting over the things that I had to get through over with my mother, you know what I'm saying? And but hey, I got to keep moving on. And also, like I told you, and I'll repeat, not to keep belaboring it, it's a little harder. It took me a while to really even come downstairs because I got pretty much all of her important things are with me. All of her important things are with me. All the family photos, all the family pictures, the family heirlooms, all of that is with me. You know what I mean? So, and like they like the camera's right here and everything is right there looking at me. So it's a little difficult, but it's cool. It's cool. It at the end of the day, it should be with me. They where they belong. They where they belong. Yeah. So let me get a drink real quick. So, so this is going to be a busy weekend. Also, we got coming up, I don't have the flyer, and I should have the flyer up. Dalia, let me see what she got going on. Dalia has the Stomp Out Violence, Dalia Nicole at M1 Concourse Saturday, which also I have the opportunity to be there and capturing the moment for her, documenting it. I love doing that, y'all, man. I'm so happy that people call on me to do this type of thing, just to do this type of work. It's hard to even break into the sector of doing it. But for people to trust me to do their events, to cover it, I worked hard to get to this point where people trust me and know that I'm going to do my best for them. So I'm very happy, and I appreciate everybody that I work with. But Dalia Nicole, Dalia. Event, I'm trying to look at it for her flyer here, which is Saturday. Got a busy Saturday. Stomp Out Violence. Start May 26th, 11 a.m. They got speakers at the M1 Concourse. Any and all people are invited to come on out. If you lost a loved one to a form of violence, please come out. You got a support system out there. You have speakers, which is, of course, Dalia herself, but Michael Ford, Kempis Songster, Dalia Sharp, Oswald Thomas, Sierra Renee, Robert White. And after there's going to be not only, matter of fact, I'm going to put this up on the screen too because this is important. I'm going to copy this photo. Yeah, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put this up on the screen so you guys can see. Let me save this photo so I can show you what I'm talking about. I like visual aids. I could have had all of this put up, but I had to hit the go live button like when I hit it, y'all, or I wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have hit it. I wouldn't have went live. I just because I was up here thinking and contemplating like double dutch. Should I jump? Should I jump? Because I felt funny coming back. But I'm like, so let me put this up for y'all real quick because I want y'all to see. I think it's important. All right. But let me see here because I want this to be put up while I'm talking about it. Boom. All right. I had to send it to myself. Let's go ahead and close this out right here. And we got another one coming. That way you can see what I'm talking about here. We can't just be talking about it. We got to show it. Do. We got to show it. Hope this computer's doing good. Boom. Now, this is a little bit too big. Now, let me. All right, let me push this back a little bit. Boom. There we go. All right. Now y'all see it, right? There we go. All right, we got the Stop Out Violence March and Rally, May 26th at 11 a.m. Guest speakers. There will be some food and refreshment. There's a memorial ceremony and youth activities. It's going to be at the M1 Concourse. Powerful speakers. live music and entertainment. Together we can break the cycle and make healing go viral. Take action at the M1 Concourse, 1 Concourse Drive, Pontiac, Michigan. So any and anybody that wants to, attend, they can attend. You know what I mean? And support Dalia with what she's doing. She's come a long way. She's done this for people, not as a healing atmosphere for people that have lost loved ones, to help them cope with some type of trauma. She's been doing it for a long time, and I've seen her organization grow. I have seen this particular Stomp Out Violence March grow year by year, and I believe she's making waves. I mean, she's making things better in her community that she's from, and she supported me from my inception of beginning Effigy Media Arts when I didn't even call it Effigy Media Arts at that time. So we supported each other, and I'm going to continue to support her. She's a good advocate for the city of Pontiac and a good representator, of it. So I think she's going to continue to do great things. And if you got the time, come on out. If you got the time, come on out. I will be there doing some documentation and of the event. Then there's going to be a march. So you go to M1 Concourse and you listen to the speakers and you commune and you fellowship with the people that's going to be there that day. And then there's going to be, from my understanding, there's going to be a march through that community, District 1, which is the south side of Pontiac. Right across the street, I lived and grew up, basically, in a nutshell, the south side of Pontiac, Cedardale, Earlmore, those streets right there, Bondale. Yeah, so, I will be there getting some pictures and getting some video and putting a piece together that, not only she could be proud of, but the people around the city that see it and see themselves. So, yeah. But with that being said, y'all, this was just more or less of a tester for me tonight of wanting to come on for a moment. Not no big whoopity-doo. I'm going to try to go ahead and listen to or watch the rest of the New York Knicks game, because I'm pulling for the Knicks now. I want them to go ahead and win the game, but tonight. But I more or less, like I said, you guys, I just wanted to come on. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody that has, and it hasn't been a whole heap of people, but you know who you are. You know who you are, that have called and give me personal well wishes and help me through this time, which has been really tough. Those who know me more and better than others, have really stuck by me. I appreciate y'all. And God willing, I'm going to continue to come here a lot more often and, try to be entertaining, but also bring some uplift and, bring my opinion on certain world situations, but more or less my opinion on things, my outlook on things. What I've learned over the last, not that I've learned anything new over the last month and a half, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. I have really, it get to a point in your life where you hear a lot of stuff. Well, it comes to a point in your life where you have to live what you heard or what you learned. And, things that I've been experiencing and going through, ultimately as a whole, the things that I've grown up hearing from grandmama, my grandmother and all that, my mother, things I heard from my pops and, elders in the family. Now those things are prevalent. I ain't gonna say relevant. They're prevalent, meaning that they're present time right now in my life. And now I'm the quote unquote going on being the elders or the elder in my family, because there's really not any more left. There's my Aunt Darlis, and she's like the only one now, You know what I mean? Everybody's gone. So I like to tell her I appreciate her for being like a surrogate mother to me. You know what I mean? Like she's married to my uncle, and we always been close. But over the last couple years, we became closer. So I appreciate her for being like a surrogate mother, even when my mom was alive. So I appreciate her and being who she is. But, right now, prevalent what the elders used to say in my family, things that they talked about or tried to instill. Now they're prevalent. They're present in my world right now because I'm the elder. There's no more older people in my family no more. They all gone, y'all. They all pretty much gone. Mama, daddy, granny, granddad, grandmama, auntie, uncle, they all gone. They all gone. So really all that's left is me and my cousins and brother and sister and whatever. And that's how that is, you know what I'm saying? So we pretty much it now, you know what I'm saying? And it might be like that in y'all families too, like you're pretty much it. So now you become the people that I remember it just like yesterday, like, man, growing up, and I used to look at my grandmother, which was in her 50s, and when I'm in 8 or 9 years old and thinking that she old, well, I'm like, golly, in a couple more years, I'll be 50. You know what I'm saying? And so now I know how the people looked at us. Her, you know what I mean? Looked at her. But we on deck. You know what I'm saying? So now comes the time in our life where wisdom has to be displayed, you know what I mean? And I've been operating in wisdom for a while. I've been operating in knowledge a lot. I used to call myself Knowledge. That was my rap name, Knowledge. I operated in knowledge because I knew and know a lot of things. But now I'm going into a phase in my life, and I feel like I've always been wise, but I'm going into a phase actually in my life now that I'm more learning on not what I know, but how to apply what I know. I have to, and that's a key to survival. It ain't even about what you know. You can know a lot of stuff and don't apply it. You just as dumb as a box of rocks if you don't apply knowledge. You know what I mean? So it's about knowledge applied now. It's about the stuff that I know. And it ain't about the stuff that I know. It's about how to apply the stuff that I know. So that's the stage of my life. And that's the wisdom part. And I don't want to argue with anybody. I don't want to fuss. I don't want to fight. I'm not forcing my way upon being, more in your life than I need to be. And I'm fine with that. I don't want to argue and fuss. I'm not. That's just not what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? That's not the energy I want to put into doing. The energy I want to put in is being creative, doing some things and still making my mark and being around and getting along with people that I can get along with and work on things that I can work on and don't work on things I can't work on. Learn to let go and say it is what it is. And I've been like that for a while anyway, but again, I'm trying to operate in wisdom better and understanding the balance of time. I'm going to show you guys something. Is it all right I show you guys something? If anybody say it's cool, could you give me a thumbs up or something? I could show you something real quick before I let go. I think it's back there. I got a whole bunch of stuff over there. Let me see here. Boom. I'm going to show it to you. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on one second. All right. I was looking. I got a little cabinet back there. I got a whole bunch of stuff. in that cabinet. I got a whole bunch of stuff in that cabinet. Well, back in this cabinet I can't find it. I'm not going to go too deep and look with it. My father had a scale. For real. But this scale, I'm going to tell the truth. My pops had this scale, but he used to measure his weed in it. Like, this was a real scale. This ain't a digital scale. No, this is an actual scale you put penny weight in. And he used to have a little scale. He have a little dime bag of weed, for real or whatever. And he'd measure his weed out on on this scale. Anyway, I got this scale. But you can measure more than weed on this scale that my dad had. But let me see. I just want to see if I can find it, y'all. If y'all can... let me see. Let me look one more time. If y'all can hold on just one quick second, y'all. Just one quick second. I want to see if I want to be able to show you this scale that he had. But I have a meaning behind showing you this. Hold on one second. I just want to see. It should be right behind me. Hold on.
Bring your brand to life with targeted video ads. And connect with the perfect audience. Grow your business and reach your people with YouTube ads. Say hello to Bravo. Strengthen your customer relationships with our user-friendly.
All right, I ain't gonna even dwell on trying to find the scale, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you this. It's a scale, y'all. And I used to say this one thing. I said we all have a 50-50 chance of making it till tomorrow. And it's something I used to say this 10 years, 15 years ago, whatever. But I used to say that also when I first started doing this. My first podcast, quote unquote, was called Effigy Live. But it's a scale. And this scale is a real actual scale where you can put weights on it. And it goes up and down according to the weight measured. And basically, in a nutshell, it's a metaphoric of life, you know what I'm saying? When you start kind of balancing out things in your life, and that's where the wisdom come in, I believe, where you just balancing things out, what matter and don't matter. And some things that do matter that should be in the scale over here, it's a thing that matters and it should be over the scale over here. But sometimes you got to put that thing that should be over here in the part of the scale that don't matter. If you understand what I'm saying, sometimes something that matters, you got to make it not matter in order for you to do what you got to do, y'all. And what I'm telling you is, in a nutshell, sometimes you just have to let it be what it is. It don't even matter. Focus on what matters. Focus what's over. Try to focus what is over here. What really matters. If that's the person, place, or thing. Focus on what really matters. And if it becomes, even though you love this thing over here and it really matters to you and it's hindering you, bothering you, causing you pain, it's causing you strife, or it's causing you some discomfort, put it in the pile that don't matter. Because if you don't, it's going to weigh, it's going to take what's over here, that stuff that really does matter, is going to taint it. And you got to sometimes put stuff in you got to recategorize some things in your life sometime. And I've learned that a little bit better. And especially after, like I say, after my mother passed away, because I had to look at some things and say what mattered, who mattered, and, what didn't matter, And to me, when I look back, I'm just trying to focus on what matters now, And I thought I was doing a good job. And I think I've been doing a good job, but I can always do better. So just focus on what really matters to you, and the things that don't matter that much, or, just let it be. Let it be. And if it comes back into the pile that really matters again, it has to be a certain way. You just can't You can't be flip-flopping what matters and don't matter all the time. You got to pick a side. Because we don't got a lot of time, man. You know, we all feel like we got time. We really don't. We don't, you know, things can be good tomorrow, not too good tomorrow. Things can be good in 2 weeks, not good in 2 weeks. Things change so quickly. So count your blessings and keep going forward. Again, everybody, I want to go ahead before I sign out, not to get too deep in this thing. Tomorrow, I will be live streaming, if capable, at the Boeing Center. I will be doing a candidate forum May 22nd for the VAAC organization, nonprofit. But I will be recording it in a nutshell. If live streaming is not available for me to do, depending on the internet, then I probably won't do it. I would love to do it though. But you know, rest assured, if I live stream it, you guys will be able to hear it and see it well. I don't want to do no halfway, nothing. But yeah, tomorrow the candidate forum. The candidates are, as far as my understanding, Gil Garrett, Mike McGinnis, Alexandria Riley, Dr. Deidre Waterman, Kermit Williams, and Mark Holland. Those are the 4 that I know. I think there may be a 7th. I'm not for sure about that. So Thursday, tomorrow night, I might not be coming down here from the lab. But I'll probably be coming to you guys Friday for a little bit, and then we got the Stomp Out Violence, you know what I mean, on May 26th. If you can support. But yeah, this is not only a good event, this is a good way to support families that have went through grief, and so you know, just trying to, you know, just make the community a better place. I love it that it's on the south side of the city this year. Walking through my own neighborhood and being a part of what, you know, just trying to, you know, be a part of some things that have helped make a change. I'm very happy to be a part of that. Give a major shout out. I just want to give a major shout out to the city of Pontiac. Ultimately, man, there's a lot of people that want to say what the city can do better, how it can do better, and this and this and that. The great thing about it is we all got love for it, and we wouldn't have an opinion. Everybody's, even if you don't stay in the city of Pontiac, if you still got love for it and you got some vested interest in it, you got some say to it. And of course, even if you're still contributing your talents and your resources, you have, you know, some type of say of what the city of Pontiac does. So I love the city of Pontiac. I want to continue to grow. I want it to continue, and I know it's going to grow. I want it to continue to grow, and I don't want to get too stuck on what the glory days was, because I do think some good times are ahead, and I think it's going to spread out. Everybody that's running for mayor, like I said, I believe has some true admiration and love for the city of Pontiac and want it to be better than what it is. I like to thank the administration that it is now. I know it's not easy being, an executive or the legislative part of the city government of Pontiac. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of personalities. There's a lot of hoops. There's a lot of things that you have to work through, and I believe a lot of times people are trying their best, you know what I'm saying? So are you going to please any and everybody? No. But, I believe that some strides have been made in the last 4 years. I know there have. And if anybody says any different, they lying. But there will be a new administration this term coming up. And whoever wins, I'm there to support at the end of the day. Do my part. I've been spending a lot of time down at City Hall lately. Give a shout out to Phil Brown, you know what I mean? He a good guy. We do some things when he need an extra hand or two. I come down there and help out. Also, I will be advertising and putting up also music in the parks. That's going to be coming up where Robin C., she is, I don't want to misconstrue the title, but I believe she's the director of arts and entertainment for the city. But she's doing a good job. She just threw something downtown right across the street from the Strand. The 3 DJ or 4 DJ quadruple. She did something. I went down there and I couldn't stay. But she always have great ideas for entertainment and, outings and, for the residents of the city of Pontiac. Not only just the residents, but visitors. So I believe that, she's doing a good job. I believe everybody is trying their hardest to make Pontiac better. So I'd like to give a shout out to Robin C. for, going ahead and putting her head down and getting the work done. But Music in the Park will be coming up in the next 2 weeks. And I will put up the schedule because I want to promote that. And those things will be live streamed on the City of Pontiac's page, to Facebook and to YouTube. And I will be doing that faithfully for the city. If plans haven't changed, don't change. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking forward to doing that and being a part of that again. So, y'all, I'd just like to say I'm about to go ahead and sign out. It felt like I never left, tell you the truth. I get behind the mic and I'm kind of a natural. You know what I'm saying? I can get on and start to get back to the way I was. I'm going to be bringing on people that's still a given. You know what I mean? I'm going to be bringing on people with differences of opinions. You have some debates, you know what I mean? And we'll make it hot, Let me see. 100. Antoine Green. Hey, man. Brother. That dude right there. Hey, we go back like 8-track. But yeah, man, I'm proud of you, dog. Thanks for the condolence. I appreciate you for that. And hey, dog, it's crazy. I was passing down Earl Moore Road past. It was your grandfather's crib, man. Because I remember we used to go. We stopped over there a couple times. Me, Pierre. We used to stop over there sometime in the morning before school. Me, Pierre, Chico Diallery, Chris. We all, But yeah, the city of Pontiac, like I say, I'm just looking for the growth and being a part of it. So y'all just stay tuned. I thank you for tuning in, those that did, and be looking for me real soon, y'all. I'll be back more than likely Friday. And you never know, we might have a guest. I might have something lined up. You never know. One love. That's kind of groovy right there. One, two, and you don't stop. 1, 2, 1, 2, and you don't stop. 1, 2, 1, 2, and you don't stop. And my mind keep on freezing on me. but it's coming back. If y'all heard of that, then y'all know it ain't whack. This is Sante by a change. I won't change. Y'all say I act strange. I got shit on the brain, and things won't be how they used to be, because when they used to be, then y'all cannot see. So I just be how I am, and I'm not the son of Sam, but I'm the son of Ma'am, and you know that. Check it out as I rip it. Cognac, y'all sip it, but yo, I don't drift it. Cadillac driving, BMW riding, and you see me on the motorcycle, stop hiding. I'm gonna honk and keep going, and y'all gonna look and keep blowing. Word up, and y'all gonna go and keep smoking. And I'm gonna go and keep hoping for the best, and everything's on my chest. I'm gonna let it out. Y'all want the clout, y'all can have that route. But this ain't me, this is Sadi T. Back in the days, I don't play, but y'all think I'm crazy. Just a little bit, not lazy. But you know y'all is shady. So I won't be acting like I wanna go to ya lady. Leave me alone, don't call me on the phone, cause I'm never home. I'm always on the roam, doing my own thing.
Searching for the best templates for your videos? Go to art.
See, I was on. Hey, bro, I got it. This whole. Hey, I'm about to get off. This whole system right here holds 500 songs, y'all. 500 finished songs that the world haven't heard. The world only heard 52 of those songs. I got 500 unreleased songs, y'all. In this. 500 unreleased songs is in this thing, y'all. Recordings. Who you know they got 500 unreleased songs? Right in here. Say, hey, you know, I don't get me on there, cause I can go. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Peace in the Middle East. And I will get with y'all soon. Keep God first, family second, and you third. And in that order, you should never be made last, because the last is always made first. One love, y'all. I'm out.